This is it. I've been standing in the cold falling rain, hearing a pulse of its heart beat down, seeing the dark images in its shadows like the visions of ancient prophets. And I have seen that I stand in the gutter, between the edges, between worlds apart, between gay and straight, between rich and poor, between capital and commune, between woman and man, between every possible polarity you can dream. Looking at those edges, not from the other side, but from somewhere between, which is nowhere. And I have disappeared. Don't get me wrong and don't get it twisted. It may, after all, be only a dream. It may be I have seen nothing at all, and there was nothing at all to see in the rain. Nothing but a magic shadow show played in a box, led by sun and moon against silhouettes of rain, around which we phantom figures come and go. The rain falling like knives, slicing the dark, to create worlds, then wash them away in a flash, lit by lightning that wakes me with the dark. The words of the prophets echo down the centuries, truth grows tired and worn until the words are only dust, choking off the little breath we gasp to survive the uncertain future we have created for ourselves. And in the words we hear echoing somewhere distant, the pulsing of a heartbeat pounding like a hammer. I feel that pulse drawing us out toward the edge. Oh, I've lived too long near the edge, too close to where it happened, seen what I should not have seen, and heard it all and hear it still, in living dreams I cannot escape. There are people living in the edge. It's true. I've seen them there, clinging to the thin line between them and the other side of their reality. I stood behind them as they clung, hopeless, noses pressed to some window, to some place they could not enter, and I have stayed in the shadows, knowing they would not see me there. Oh, I have seen the best minds of my generation. They are not the same as those seen long ago, and they are not just America, and they are not destroyed after all, nor drag themselves through black streets, but stand waiting arm in arm to hold firm against that rough beast. Hour come round as the plunges unrelenting through every street, seeking the holy land and freer being first. And don't get it twisted. Many people strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. But what does it matter in the end? What does it matter who is hero and who not, when it may, after all, be only a dream, and there is nothing at all to see but the rain, as the rain through which we come and go like phantoms, as the rain falls like knives slicing the dark impulse of winter midnight streetlight rain, creating worlds that follow me in a flash of lightning that wakes us with a start. There are people, cries in the wilderness. There are people, cries in the wilderness. There are people gathered in the streets, flooding the streets of every town and city, cries in the wilderness of great streets, gathered with pens and with pitchforks, crying for justice all over this land. Men and women standing arm in arm everywhere, warning danger, crying out the warning, cries in the wilderness. In the room, the people come and go, talking of what they have seen out there, but they don't go out there, and they don't do anything to stop it. In the dark, in the room, the people watch. In the silence in the room, they listen and drown and wash in flickering images, and drown in the battle sound and fury across the universe and back again, and still falls the rain like helpless tears. He stands in the shadows of the evening rain, the gentle rain that falls for years, just a little boy standing in the rain, and rain keeps falling like helpless tears. Still falls the rain with a sound like the pulse of the heart that is changed to the hammer beat, and rain keeps falling like helpless tears. The boy disappears. Still I feel the heartbeat beating underneath everything, the pulse of the heart that is changed to the hammer beat. don't get it twisted. It may, after all, have been only a dream. It may be I've seen nothing at all, and there was nothing at all to see in the rain. Nothing but a magic shadow so played in a box, lit by sun and moon, against silhouettes of rain, around which we bent the fingers come and go. The rain falling like knives, slicing the dark to create worlds, and wash them away in a flash, that by lightning it wakes me with a start. I've lived too long, too near the edge, too close to where it happens, seen what I should not have seen and heard it all, and hear it still in living dreams I cannot escape. The words of the prophets echo down the centuries, truth grown tired and worn until the words are only dust, choking off the little breath we gasp to survive the uncertain future we've created for ourselves. And in the words we hear echoing somewhere distant, the pulsing of the heartbeat pounding like a hammer, and feel that pulse drawing us out toward the edge. Surely some revelation is at hand. Cries in the wilderness between the lines. This is the way the world ends. Cries in the wilderness between the lines. This is the way the world ends. Cries in the wilderness between the lines. This is the way the world ends. As we stand waiting arm in arm to hold firm against that rough beast, its hour come round as it slouches unrelenting through every street, seeking some holy land of preordained birth, and some ancient anarchy is loosed upon the world. But don't distress yourself with dark imaginings. No doubt the universe is unfolding as it should, and the dark you see is only rain falling. Too long living, not on the edge like some, too long living in the gutter flows between the edges, where the shadows flow between the edges, able to see the dark that consumes their life. I'm with you in Rockland, he shouts out loud, cries from the wilderness with conviction. Is anybody out there? Does anybody hear him? Is Rockland just another dream in the dark?